Hello there. I wondered today, how would you like to learn 3 ways to stop living on autopilot and consciously create your life? Hi, I'm Karen of Karen Shier Coaching, and that's what we're going to talk about today in this short video. I'm also a contributing author to Aspire magazine, and this is from one of my blogs out on Aspire magazine. So I hope you'll go check it out. I've put an affiliate link in the show notes. So that way, if you want to sign up for your free copy of this digital magazine, you certainly can do that. It's a wonderful magazine targeted at women and women's uplifting stories. So I hope that you'll go grab that. But in the meantime, let's get back to why we're together. I want to, again, talk about 3 steps to stop living on autopilot and then begin consciously creating your life. And I put this together because I was experiencing this at a point in my life. And so my question for you is, are you experiencing midlife doing the same routine day after day, rarely remembering what you did before, and feeling as though you have nothing to look forward to? Have you arrived in your midlife years like I did, only to wonder if there's more? Is there more to life? Perhaps you're living your life, but never really enjoying it or anything in it. If this sounds familiar, you're probably living your life and the relationships in it on autopilot. That's where I found myself not so long ago. And, the devastating part about living life this way, especially when it comes to your relationships, is that you often don't realize you're doing it. You're just kind of floating through life, wishing for more, but you may not be sure how to make a change or how to get what you want or how to feel better or more joyful on a more regular basis. While many people sadly live out their entire lives on autopilot, the way to create a truly rewarding and abundant life is to become totally aware and adaptable. It's choosing the life that you want to live from this day forward consciously and focusing on what it is your heart wants with excitement, gratitude, and joy. So, as I promised, there's 3 ways to stop living on autopilot and begin consciously creating the life that you love. And there's certainly more ways, but these first 3 ways will get you started. And they're simple steps. You just need to focus on them. And the first one, you've heard this cliche, but stop and smell the roses. Go for a walk, hug a tree, heck, climb a tree. Notice the birds singing, the critters scurrying around you. Go outside, look up at the stars with wonder. Take time to notice all the joyful abundance around you that you used to enjoy when maybe you were 6 years old, even though you didn't know what abundance was at that point. It's about smiling and giggling and tickling and deep belly laughs, even for no apparent reason. Remember, even when you just think about giggling and laughing, as a child and how good that felt and, how good that feels in your body. Stop and smell the roses. That's my first tip for you today. The second one is I want you to sit down and I want you to make a list of all your desires. Have you thought about what you want to be, to do, to have in your life lately? We do this every once in a while probably, but we don't keep it in the forefront. So it's time to do that now. Include all the areas of your life, your health, your wellness, your work, your play, your vacations, the vacations you wish to take, the places you wish to live or to visit, your spiritual life, your connections, your relationships with yourself and with your source and with others. I want you to make a list of all those desires. And I want you to tell that little critic that resides in your logical brain to stop bothering you with the whisperings of why you can't achieve your desires. That's just a part of you it's a wounded part of you, that inner critic that keeps whispering to keep you stuck and keep you in your current spot. And there's ways that you can soothe your inner critic so that your inner wisdom comes through. And so those are some of the things in some of my other topics, some of my other videos and things that I've talked about, but also wrote about in my blog. Take one little action today towards just one of your desires. When you after you make your list, what's an action you can take today? Perhaps you wish to move to a little bungalow on the beach. Draw out your dream house on paper. or in your mind. Envision it with great detail, from the color of the front door to the flow of the floor plan to the wonderful feeling it gives each time you step across the threshold. Just imagine how that will be when you manifest it. Tiny baby steps each day increase your vibrational frequency and bring forth both forward momentum and helping to create this desire into reality. So just take little baby steps every day. You don't have to worry about, let's say you're envisioning your dream house. You don't have to worry about right now, oh my gosh, where am I going to get financing, and where am I going to, I've got to buy the property. Don't get caught up in that thinking. One little step, draw out the little plan on a piece of paper, and then take the next step, just baby steps, and you'll find yourself getting the momentum and the forward, and you'll get excited about it. And so take the time to do that. It's a really wonderful, uplifting practice. And finally, my tip number 3 is recreate and reconnect your relationships. So are you in a relationship with another person? If you are, when's the last time you did something new with your partner? When was the last time you even wanted to? Start thinking about your relationship and just stop being in it. Try something new. Remember what it was that attracted you to that person in the beginning. What attracted you two together? I invite you to plan a date night and take advantage, make it fun. Have a date night and see what kind of fun you can have to kind of reconnect, rekindle, and just make everything fresh and new. Perhaps you wish to remind yourself of how important, worthy, and enough that you are. Think about the last time you did something happy just for you and do it. Perhaps you could buy yourself flowers or give yourself permission to go to a coffee shop and enjoy a good book. Or maybe you've always wanted to learn to paint. Sign up for a class today. You'll be glad you did. And you may just meet some other interesting people along the way. Imagine that, form new friendships and form friendships with people doing the things that you want to do and that bring you joy and bring you happiness. Maybe you wish to strengthen your relationship with your source, whether that be universe or God or goddess or Buddha or spirit or angels or guides, whomever that is for you. Open your heart to focus on that connection. Perhaps write a letter of gratitude to your source. Consider opening a dialogue each morning when you wake up and each night before you go to bed. This is just a really fun practice, and I use this practice. Take a few minutes to talk to source and be thankful and grateful for what you have in your life, and let it be known you're open to receive even more. And finally, if you find that you are on autopilot and feel little joy, don't despair any longer. Your life is simply out of balance. And when it's out of balance, we can fix it. We can fix it. You just have to be aware. And perhaps life is feeling too stressful or too complicated or too boring, or you have surrendered your life to the routine, the not enoughness. Plan to take one day this week and really think about your life and what you really want. Get a journal, write down everything you're feeling, the good, the bad, the ugly, then write down what you want to be, what you want to do, what you want to have, and most importantly, how you want to feel and show up going forward. Then choose to do it each day. It's a choice. You choose. You choose your life, you choose your circumstances, you choose how you want to feel. So how can you shake things up, make them interesting? How can you get back into balance and in love with your life again? Can you see yourself dancing around the room and giggling like a little 6-year-old inside of you? Does that thinking just bring a smile to your face? I sure hope so. I sure hope that you can feel what it was like to be that giggly little kid and, dancing around without a care in the world. Bring the essence of that back into you today. Always remember you can simply choose to rebalance your life and make your world brighter. It's just a choice. You're always supported. You're infinitely loved. Let the whispers of your heart lead the way. So I hope these 3 steps were helpful today. I invite you to take an action, just a tiny small step. Take a look at these things that you can do. Journal. You'll always hear me say journal because I find it very powerful and I like to share that. But anyway, again, this is Karen Shier. And if you ever need some extra support, feel free to schedule a discovery call and 30-minute discovery call, and we'll help with whatever we can with you. And anyway, I hope you have a wonderful, lovely, balanced day, and I will talk to you in the next video. See you soon. Bye for now.